suspected to meet a material and fundamental term of the concession agreement, which was to deliver and maintain valid payment securities for the transfer of assets. On the American side, though the insurers have indicated that they do not intend to stand by the purported guarantees, the view is that a termination is unwarranted and a restructuring will be more tolerable. As we have mentioned, the two sides were not able to agree on a common path to resolve this point. The government of Ghana, consequently, from 9:30 a.m. today, is commencing the process to terminate. The necessary documentations are being filed with PDS and the Energy Commission. It is expected that residual matters between ECG and PDS will be resolved with dispatch. ECG has remained in possession of assets, while PDS has been assisting it with some limited services in the period during which the concession was suspended prior to this termination. The government of Ghana and the U.S. government will continue to work together on other development cooperation projects. This, for the avoidance of doubt, has not been a crisis of confidence. It has been a difference in opinion, which we have mutually agreed to respect. Now, government hereby also addresses a number of issues that have been raised during this intervening period. First, could this failure to deliver and maintain valid securities have been discovered earlier? The view of the government is that, to the extent that the actual documentation to bring the concession agreement to a close will end in September, including the conditions subsequent, anything that was transpiring up to that September timeline, which second, has the government been negligent in this transaction? Never. The government of Ghana has at all times worked with MCC in structuring this transaction in the best interest of Ghanaians. No effort to get Ghana a good deal has been spared. Third, is it true that the transaction was botched by some machinations of government? Government has not been up to any machinations. The intent has been to ensure efficiency in the ECG turnaround program and the fulfillment of the broader compact all along. Was there something wrong with switching from 80-20 to 49-51? Absolutely not. The government holds the view that in transactions of this nature, Ghana and Ghanaians should be given an opportunity to get a deep end of the stick as much as is possible. Was there something wrong with switching from bank guarantees as opposed to insurance guarantees? Our views are the two have the same effect. There was nothing wrong with this change. It was the only feasible path at that stage since the tariff methodology had not been made available as at that time. Is government still interested in private sector participation? Yes, government is interested in private sector participation. In the coming days, the minister responsible for finance will be outlining how we intend to achieve private sector participation in the ECG turnaround program still, even in the absence of this particular option. Should government have acquiesced to the MCC pressure to save the $190 million US grant? We do not believe so. The view of government is that to the extent that we advised and we believe same to be true, that the concessionaire had failed in delivering and maintaining valid securities, it was not possible to go along that route. The government of Ghana in 2014, during the Mahama administration, signed up to the compact agreement and opted for private sector participation in the ECG turnaround. The Akufo-Addo administration lifted Ghanaian participation from 20% to 51% to ensure that while Ghana benefits from both the technical and financial muscle of the leads, Ghanaians have the opportunity to participate more significantly in the non-technical parts of the concession. The government believes that any transaction of this nature must be structured to give Ghana and Ghanaians a significant play. Additionally, the government ensured that no jobs were lost in the transfer process and no jobs will be lost even in this termination process as well. The decision that the government has had to take, as difficult as it is, despite the significant international pressure, is necessary in our view to protect and preserve the assets of ECG and Ghanaians. President Akufo-Addo took a solemn oath before God and the Ghanaian people that he will be faithful and true to the Republic of Ghana, that he will dedicate himself to the service and well-being of the people of the Republic of Ghana.
Well, hello there. Good morning and welcome to today's edition of the AM show. My name is Kojo Yanks and I'll be here with Mama V Owusu Abuaje. Roland sends his love. He'll be joining us hopefully once again tomorrow. But today we've got a lot to do, quite a lot. I'll be telling you all about it as we wrap up today's content for you. In addition to many things, we'll be bringing you an exclusive interview with the Minister for Communication, Ursula Owusu Ekufo. She will be the guest of Daniel Daze and the team on the Super Morning Show just across the hall from here. And we'll make sure we bring you all the details of that very fascinating interview with the Minister for Communication. She's been in the headlines quite a lot recently. Find out what she has to say about all that is being discussed regarding her and, of course, her ministry. So we'll talk about that, and then later today we'll bring you a few interesting conversations. We're going to conclude our advocacy as part of the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Today we're going to discuss how the disease is treated, from radiography to chemotherapy, and of course all the attendant issues that come with it. So stay with us for that. We'll bring you concrete and concise education on that. Now, it's been almost 10 years since Ghana started drilling for oil. Now the big question is, do you think the natural resource has been beneficial to you and to the country? It's in the light of that question that Joy Business is putting together the Joy Oil and Gas Forum. Very big event, and of course we'll be having a conversation on that as well. Stay tuned for it. Now, Christ Embassy presents the Night of Blessing with Pastor Chris. We're going to fill you in on all of that because it's coming up soon. Everybody's getting excited about it. So make sure you join our conversation. Of course, on Facebook, we are JoyNews on TV. On WhatsApp, you can send through your messages to 0540 109 009. All right, can't wait to hear from you.